The stadium hums with raw energy, a cauldron of noise and light where thousands of voices merge into a single thunderous roar. The camera pans across the sea of faces, some painted with national flags, others clutching banners, all united by the promise of a night that will carve its name into boxing lore. OLEKSANDR USKY strides into the ring, his presence almost serene, his movements fluid like water, each step a testament to years of disciplined craft. His eyes, sharp and unyielding, scan the arena, seeing not just the crowd, but the fight itself, already unfolding in his mind. Opposite him, Daniel Dubois enters, a towering figure of raw power, his broad shoulders and heavy fists radiating menace. His gaze is fierce, burning with the ambition of a young lion ready to challenge the king. The referee brings them together. Their gloves touch, and in that fleeting moment of contact, the air crackles with the weight of what's to come. A heavyweight clash that pits finesse against force, experience against hunger. The bell sounds and the ring comes alive. Usyk moves like a phantom, his footwork a dance of precision, his jab flicking out with the speed of a viper's strike. Dubois, unyielding, advances with purpose, his steps heavy, his hands cocked like loaded weapons. The first round is a study in contrasts. Usyk circling, probing with crisp jabs and feints, testing Dubois' reactions, while the Brit presses forward, throwing a looping right that whistles past Usyk's head. The Ukrainian sways just out of reach, his head movement a masterclass, drawing gasps from the crowd. The arena pulses with every exchange, the tension palpable. Usyk's speed dazzles, his angles disorienting, but Dubois' power is a constant threat, a single punch capable of turning the tide. A thudding left from Dubois grazes Usyk's jaw, and the crowd surges, sensing the danger. As the fight unfolds, the fighters' styles crystallize. Usyk is a virtuoso, his punches flowing in seamless combinations, each one landing with pinpoint accuracy. A double jab in the second round snaps Dubois' head back, followed by a slick left hand that draws a roar from the stands. But Dubois is no bystander. He's a force of nature, his punches carrying devastating weight. In the third, he traps Usyk against the ropes, unleashing a barrage of hooks that force the champ to cover up. Usyk slips most of the blows, his defense a work of art, but the sheer power behind Dubois' shot sends a shiver through the crowd. The Brit's confidence swells, his eyes narrowing as he senses a chance to shift the fight. Usyk, unruffled, dances away, resetting the battle on his terms, his mind a chessboard where every move is calculated. The fourth round brings the first seismic moment. Dubois, now settled into his rhythm, lands a crushing right hand that catches Usyk flush, the champ's knees buckling for a heartbeat. The arena erupts, fans leaping from their seats as Dubois surges forward, his fists a blur of aggression. Usyk, with the heart of a lion, fires back, his counters sharp and defiant, a quick 1-2 that staggers Dubois and halts his charge. The fighters trade blows in the center of the ring, their grunts and the crack of leather cutting through the crowd's frenzy. Usyk's experience shines. He bobs and weaves, making Dubois miss, then punishes him with surgical precision. A vicious uppercut in the fifth lands clean on Dubois' chin, his head jerking back, but the young challenger stands firm, his resolve unbroken, his hunger palpable. Then comes the controversy that threatens to redefine the fight. In the sixth round, Dubois lands a heavy shot that strays low, catching Usyk below the belt. The champ grimaces, dropping to a knee, and the referee steps in, waving Dubois to a neutral corner. The crowd buzzes, a mix of boos and cheers, as replays flash, on the giant screens sparking heated debate. Was it deliberate? The question hangs in the air, but Usyk takes his time, breathing deeply, his focus a steel trap. The referee signals for the fight to resume and Usyk rises, his eyes blazing with determination. What could have broken a lesser fighter becomes a catalyst. Usyk unleashes a torrent of punches, his speed and aggression overwhelming Dubois, driving him back. The crowd roars as Usyk's combinations land with devastating accuracy, each shot a declaration of defiance. The seventh and eighth rounds are Usyk's masterclass. He's a whirlwind, his footwork a blur, his punches snapping out with relentless precision. Dubois, bloodied but resolute, keeps coming, his heart as formidable as his fists. He lands a solid left hook that briefly slows Usyk, but the champ's defense is a fortress, his head movement and angles making him untouchable. Dubois' frustration mounts, his punches growing wilder, each miss draining his reserves. Usyk, sensing the shift, turns up the pressure, his combinations a relentless onslaught, each blow eroding Dubois' resolve. The crowd is on its feet, the noise a deafening wall of sound as Usyk commands the ring, a maestro conducting his symphony. The ninth round brings the climax. Usyk corners Dubois, his punches a storm, jab, cross, hook, uppercut, each one landing, with surgical intent. Dubois, exhausted, his legs heavy, struggles to keep pace. A perfectly timed left hand from Usyk crashes into Dubois' chin, and the big man collapses, his body hitting the canvas with a thud that echoes through the arena. The referee waves his arms, calling it off, and the crowd erupts into a frenzy of cheers and applause. Usyk raises his fists, his chest heaving, his face a portrait of quiet triumph. Dubois, dazed but defiant, pulls himself up, his head bowed but his spirit intact, a warrior to the end. The aftermath is a study in respect. Usyk, the victor, embraces Dubois, whispering words of encouragement, a champion's grace. Dubois nods, his eyes a mix of disappointment and determination, already looking to the future. The announcer declares, Usyk the winner, his heavyweight title secure, his legacy burnished. The crowd chants his name, a rhythmic pulse that fills the arena like a heartbeat. Usyk climbs the ropes, soaking in the adulation, his belt gleaming under the lights, a symbol of his dominance. Dubois exits quietly, his team around him, their heads high despite the loss, knowing this is but a chapter in his story. The contrast is stark, one man at the pinnacle, the other on a journey just beginning. As the broadcast draws to a close, the highlights replay in vivid high definition. Usyk's mesmerizing footwork, Dubois' thunderous punches, the low blow that sparked controversy, and the knockout that sealed the night. The narrator's voice, rich with gravitas, cuts through. OLEKSANDR USKY remains the undisputed king, a generational talent whose brilliance illuminates the ring. But Daniel Dubois, with heart and power, has proven he's a force to be reckoned with, a star rising in the boxing firmament. This is the essence of the sport, where legends are forged and new heroes are born. The screen fades to black, the words Usyk versus Dubois, highlights HD glowing in bold, a final tribute to a night of unforgettable drama. The stadium lights dim, but the memory of this fight will burn bright, a testament to the beauty and brutality of boxing.